If you're planning a trip to Disney World soon, there's a good chance you're trying to figure out what the heck is this Disney Genie service. There are actually 3 different tiers that come with this Disney Genie service, and I want to break down all of them today so that way you know how you can use them and take advantage of them whenever you get to Disney World. The first tier we'll talk about here is one that everybody can use and have access to, and that is the free version of the Disney Genie service. The free Disney Genie service is a part of the My Disney Experience app, and it is a service that is meant to maximize your time in the park so that you can have more fun. Essentially, what you can do on the My Disney Experience app is go through and tell the Disney Genie all that you want to do whenever you are visiting. You can tell them what type of rides you are hoping to get on, if you are wanting to see characters, where you'd like to eat, all of the things that you are hoping to prioritize whenever you are visiting the parks. Once you're done telling the Genie what it is you'd like to do for the day, it will personalize an itinerary for you to help plan out your day. I tested the free version out for myself when I was at Magic Kingdom one day, and essentially what the free version of the Disney Genie service does is it does exactly what it says. It helps you to maximize your time whenever you are actually in the parks. So with this, when you tell the Genie what it is you want to do, it'll help to figure out what the best time is to actually go to particular attractions. It'll list out the best times to go to those attractions so that way you aren't waiting in the longer lines during the peak times in the day. It also allows you to click on the particular attraction you're hoping to go to, and it lists out all of the estimated wait times that statistically or historically the wait time has been throughout the day. The free version of the Disney Genie is also helpful too because it can tell you when certain times for cavalcades or shows are going around, so that way you don't miss them whenever you are going about your day. This is also helpful whenever you are planning on eating in the parks. It can help you to plan out some dining reservations if you haven't made some previously, but it also can tell you when the best time is to mobile order food. You guys know I love checking wait times whenever I'm at the parks, and the one thing that I like about the free Disney Genie service is it comes up with a tip board that lists out all of the attractions throughout the day. And with the attractions that it lists out, it tells you what the current wait time is for the attraction, and then you can click on the attraction and also see what the estimated wait time is going to be throughout the day. Personally, as somebody that usually goes to the parks and is very familiar with visiting Disney World, I found that it was an okay service. I didn't think that it was a good or bad service. It definitely is beneficial for people who maybe haven't visited Disney World before. And I think that because it's really neat whenever you are going through and actually laying out all that you are wanting to do with your day, it really does give you a good idea of what you can expect to see and do at Disney World because there is so much in each of the parks. So it can help you to prioritize and look forward to some things that you can expect to see. I think it's a great tool and thing to use whenever you're visiting Disney World if it's your first time or your first time in a while visiting the parks, because it can help give you a framework of how to frame your day at Disney World. Now, by all means, you do not have to go exactly by what the Disney Genie tells you, but it is nice to see some helpful hints and tips for how to go about your day if wait times are long at a particular time in the day, so that way you can maximize your time. Now, the next tier of the Disney Genie service we'll talk about is the paid version of the Genie Plus Lightning Lane service. Now, if you're familiar with the old Disney Fast Pass service, essentially the Lightning Lane Genie Plus service is what is replacing the Fast Pass service. Now, for the Genie Plus service, you can pay $15 per day per guest to have access to the Lightning Lanes at each of the 4 Disney World theme parks. Now, before with the Fast Pass service, you were able to get 3 Fast Passes per day, and you were able to plan out these Fast Passes in advance. Now, with the Genie Plus service, this is very different. You have to make your selections the day of visiting the parks, and you're only able to get 1 selection at a time. So for guests that are staying at a Disney World resort at 7 a.m. the day you are visiting the park, you can start to make your Lightning Lane selection. So to make your Lightning Lane selection, you'll go back over to the tip board that we talked about in the free version of the Disney Genie service, and it'll let you know when the next available selection is for the particular attraction you're hoping to visit. So once you use your Lightning Lane selection, as soon as that is over with, or as soon as the time frame ends for that selection, you are able to start making a new selection. I personally have not tried the Genie Plus service yet. I've heard definitely mixed reviews about it, but it's something that you could definitely take advantage of if you're hoping to get more of your visit while at Disney World. It may just be something that you need to budget a little bit more money for because it is going to tack on to the price of your park ticket. But say you make a Lightning Lane selection and you have to wait a little while to get that selection, this is where you can go to the tip board and check wait times and see what a good filler ride is while you are waiting to actually go on the next Disney Genie Plus ride that you have selected. So there are about 40 attractions that are included in this Lightning Lane selection portion of the Disney Genie Plus service, but it does not include all of the attractions that are at Disney World, which will get us into the third tier of the Disney Genie service, which is the individual Lightning Lane selections. Essentially, with this portion of the Disney Genie service, Disney has figured out what some of their most popular rides and attractions are, and they have made individual purchase tickets that you can get to actually go into the Lightning Lane for those attractions. So for example, we all know that Rise of the Resistance is a very popular attraction at Hollywood Studios, and in order to get access to the Lightning Lane, you will need to purchase an individual Lightning Lane attraction pass. Now, the interesting thing about these individual selections that you can make is that they range in price. Depending on the day or how busy the park is or when you are visiting, the price could be anywhere from $7 to $15. So with these individual selections, you will have to pay per person per ride that you decide to go on for these individual attractions. But also, it is noted that you can only purchase 2 of these individual selections throughout your day. The attractions that are or aren't included in the Disney Genie Plus service or the individual Lightning Lane selections honestly fluctuate from time to time, so I definitely recommend when you are planning on visiting Disney World, check out those lists of the attractions and see which tier they are included in for the Disney Genie service. Honestly, the Disney Genie service is a lot more complicated than it really needs to be, so if you have any questions at all about the service, I would definitely love to see your comments and questions in the comment section below, and I'd love to help out and answer in any way that I can. Now, as I mentioned, I did test out the free Disney Genie service, and if you're interested in seeing how my day went with that, you can check it out in this video here, but also if you are visiting for the first time at Disney World, you can check out some tips here that I recommend knowing before you go. I hope this helped you better understand the Disney Genie service, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys!